You get the results you get in life because you're programmed to live life exactly how you're experiencing it, both personally and professionally. But understand, your programming has very little to do with who you are and all you have to offer to the world. And once you master who you are and align it with your programming and success, your success is not only possible, it's inevitable. That's the motto they've adopted at RF Success Academy, where they help people reach the highest heights of their own success beyond imagination. Sandy Rutherford is a co-founder, coach, and partner at RF Success Academy. She joined me this week to discuss the intriguing concept behind the Academy, how it works, and how we all can be set up for success. I'm Kevin McShann. Let's have this conversation. So, Sandy, if you're ready, we'll welcome you to the show, and we're excited to talk about your Success Academy with you this afternoon. Thanks so much for being here.
It's fabulous to be here, Kevin. I appreciate you inviting me to be part of a conversation.
So, when we look at your academy, I know that you're committed to helping people sort of reach higher heights and maximize their fullest potential. So, can you just tell me about the inspiring work you do at your academy?
Absolutely, I'd be delighted to. Our Success Academy, our mission is to help. Our mission is to help people master dream goal achievement, master it. Because every one of us is capable of achieving heights of success beyond our wildest imaginations. Most of us don't. Why is that? Because we have a bunch of stuff in the subconscious programming that gets in our way. It's just our self-image and our beliefs and our habitual ways of thinking and feeling about things like money or success or selling or work-life balance, all sorts of things. So, we're so passionate about what we do because every one of us is capable of success if you just realize you need to shift some of that programming to get it into alignment, and then your whole world can open up for you. That's absolutely a powerful concept, and it's empowering. That means you do hold the key to creating bigger and better in your life. And it's in us all to want bigger and better. So we show people how to make that happen, because left to our own devices, we don't make it happen. We are designed for success, but we're not conditioned for success. We're not taught how success works. That's what we do.
Now, I recently attended one of your webinars, and you drove home the point of we all have the same tools to be successful, and it's all about mindset. So could you expand on that for me?
Yeah, absolutely. We all have the same potential for success. Why is that? Because we are all sitting on gold mines of talent, of giftedness, of capability, of potential. Each and every one of us, no matter where we are in life, what you've done in your past, doesn't matter. No matter what age you are, gender, ethnicity, capability, doesn't matter. We are all barely scratching the surface of who and what we are. So every one of us is capable of so much more. But what's blocking us is our mindset. Again, the self-image and beliefs. Like if I talk to people, Kevin, I'll say, people who are interested in coaching with us. And I'll say, so, do you realize that you are so talented and gifted? And every one of the people I talk to will say, oh, yeah, I absolutely know that. They know it, but they actually don't believe it at the subconscious level, which is The subconscious is what drives us into action. If you did believe it at the subconscious level, you'd be making things happen for yourself. So it's one thing to understand intellectually, oh, I know we're all talented and barely using our talents. It's another thing to realize it at the subconscious level and embrace how incredible you are, how talented, gifted you are, how capable you are. And so that's all mindset. That's what stands between you, every one of us, and the incredible, magical, extraordinary success that is within our reach right now. It's mindset. It all begins in the mind.
And I know that one of the great things about your Success Academy is you surround people with like-minded and goal-oriented people. So can you just tell me about building that positive community of support?
Yeah, absolutely. One of the things that I think differentiates us, um, our Success Academy, there's two key things. You're immersed into the most powerful teachings in the world, from the likes of the Bob Proctors, the Neville Goddards, the Thomas Trowards, Genevieve Bayrands, William James. There's so many. So the teachings are absolutely extraordinary. And it's not good enough just to immerse into the teachings and then try to figure it out by yourself. A lot of us have done it, including myself. We've tried, we've gotten in front of the powerful teachings of the Bob Proctors or the Tony Robbins or the Joe Dispenzas, and all fabulous teachings, but the teachings in and of themselves aren't enough. You need the support. We firmly believe you need the support to make it all happen. And being around like-minded people, because we all, those of us that have gotten into personal development, and you feel your whole vibration shift, right? Your energy shifts, you get more positive. And then a lot of us can go back to our home environments or our work environments and be around more negative people, relatively speaking, and they can bring us back down again. So it's crucial to be around like-minded people, all going for bigger and better in their lives, because that's a whole different energy to be around. And so at our Success Academy, we create that in all sorts of ways. It's an incredibly positive, possibility-oriented, achievement-oriented, high vibration kind of environment that we've created, not only because our clients are all going for bigger and better, but we've got lunch and learns going on, open office hours going on, different Q&A sessions going on, a study club at 6 a.m. going on, masterminding going on, all part of giving our clients the opportunity to stay plugged in to this higher vibration environment, because we believe the more you stay plugged in, the more you're going to shift that mindset. It'll accelerate the shift of the mindset and make things happen for you much more quickly. So it's important. And I'm sure, Kevin, you've heard the phrase, we are the average of the 5 people we spend time with.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're spending time with negative people or not very positive people, you're just going to be on that same vibration as they are. So you want to make sure that you are surrounding yourself with like-minded, positive-oriented people.
Now, doing my research on you personally, I know that before your coaching life, you were in sort of the corporate Canada world, and then you met Bob Proctor, and then you transitioned to this life. So I'm just wondering if you can share a little bit about your personal journey as well.
Absolutely. So I was a physiotherapist in my first life for 6 years, loved doing that, and I was a highly sought after physio. But in my 20s, I just needed to go try new things. So I went back for an MBA and into corporate, and experienced high-level success in corporate Canada, in leadership in multinational companies. So I experienced success easily. I didn't have to work at it. It just came easily to me. So then I switched to being an entrepreneur about 12, 13 years ago, when one of my children had some health issues. I wanted to be home-based and flexible and available. So I thought, well, I'm going to switch to the entrepreneurial side. And quite frankly, I thought, you know what, I'm going to be hit it out of the park as an entrepreneur, because I've always had success, never worked at it, high level success. And I thought I'd be one of these $1 million entrepreneurs. Yeah, no, that did not happen. As an entrepreneur, and I did some different small business ventures with some friends of mine. I did a little bit of network marketing in there too, multiple sources of income. I thought, this is going to be easy. And no matter what I was doing on the entrepreneurial environment, I was just, I would say, mediocre. It was okay. I was not high level success that I was used to. And that was frustrating. And, you know, for any of us, the longer we struggle for the success that we know we should be achieving, like why am I not succeeding? The longer we're in that, the more it's dinging negatively our self-image. So the longer I was in that, the more I was feeling more and more back on my heels and started to doubt myself. If you'd known me prior to this, you would say I would never be, Sandy Rutherford would never be doubting herself. Very strong self-image. But I really started to doubt myself. And at one point I actually thought, was I ever really successful or was I just lucky and it's all run out? And that's not a nice place to be. And as I struggled with the success I thought should be coming easily to me, I started to get into more personal development. I thought as an entrepreneur, it's up to me, so I better work on me. So I started to follow Bob Proctor and Darren Hardy, love Darren Hardy stuff, and John Maxwell. Those were my three go-tos that I loved their material, was on their daily emails and bought the books and hopped on webinars and that sort of thing. And, you know, when you immerse yourself in this kind of material, but you're still kind of managing your own journey through it, you get inspired by it. You get motivated. Oh, I love this stuff. It makes so much sense. And then I'd go, you know what? Okay, starting tomorrow, I'm going to start doing this because that's what these guys are saying. I'm going to start doing this and that, right? And you are fully, seriously intentional about it. And boom, nothing much changes because you don't do what you say you're going to do. Bob Proctor calls that the knowing doing gap. You know what you should do, but you don't do it. So in the, you know, immersing into trying to manage my own journey through this powerful material was inspiring, but it didn't change my results much at all. Now I know why, because it wasn't until about 4.5 years ago that I encountered the opportunity to start working with Bob Proctor as one of his coaches, consultants with the Proctor Gallagher Institute. And I immersed into his teachings in specifically into his success system. He's got a 6-month step-by-step, here's how success works, and you're guided through it. And I was coached through it, and I was held accountable, because you know what, you need accountability. We let ourselves off the hook way too much, me included. I said I would do something and oh well, and I had my excuses, right? So it wasn't until I immersed into it and had the structure, the guidance, someone there to connect the dots that I wasn't seeing because I was blocked by my own programming, and the accountability there, that everything shifted in a huge way, such that I'm now one of the top coaches in the world working with Bob, say the top 4%, 5% coaches globally working with Bob. And I don't say that, Kevin, to impress anyone. I say that to impress upon. It's the teachings, it's the material. This success system is so extraordinary because success is an exact science. And it wasn't until I got into that system and had the guidance and the accountability to move through the material that my whole world changed. And that's what we show people how to do now, right? No one's lacking the talent or capability to achieve at very high levels. They're usually just lacking the guidance and the step-by-step, here's how success works. So that was my journey. And now I enjoy, you know, the phenomenal success and environment at our RF Success Academy, and life is absolutely magnificent.
And tell me, if you could give 3 pieces of advice on how to improve your self-image to anyone wanting this, what would you tell them?
Well, to improve your self-image, well, let me back up for a second. 3 pieces of advice for success, if I may.
Mm-hmm.
Success, your success, anyone's success hinges on 3 key things. One is your clarity of desire. You've got to get clear what you really want. If you were in front of Bob Proctor, he'd look at you and say, what do you really want? Not other people for you. What do you really want? And you've got to give yourself permission to go inside and go, okay, hang on. What do I really, like emotionally, what do I want? So clarity, because the mind needs that clarity, crystal clarity, for it to start to go to work for you and start to pop new ideas. If you're not clear, your mind will not sort out how to get there. And that's where so many people, the masses, fail. We can't see the way to get there. I don't know how I'm going to do it. So we back off. We don't go after big dream goals. Well, you got to get crystal clear, and it has to be something you're emotionally excited about. Okay, otherwise it's just wishful thinking. So that's the first one, clarity of desire. Secondly, the self-image must be strong enough to support what it is you really desire. 99.9% of us, it's not there. Bob Proctor still works on his self-image. He just turned 86. He looks about 70 and he acts about 50. He's still full on and he's amazing. And he still works on his self-image whenever he creates a new goal to make sure he's in alignment. So you've got to work on your self-image to shift it, to raise it, to support what it is you want to go after. And then thirdly, you've got to commit. All in, no more excuses. Those three things, clarity of desire, self-image, and commitment, are bundled. You cannot unbundle them. They are always in play. So if you're not clear, there's no way you're going to commit. No more excuses. The excuses will always reign. If you're clear, but you're not really jazzed about it, you're not going to commit to anything. If you are clear and emotionally jazzed, but your self-image is going, yeah, I don't think so. That's not me. There's no way you're going to commit either, right? So the three of those are so crucial. So those, I would encourage everyone to understand that what you've got to do is get clear, get jazzed, work on that self-image to support that, and then commit all in, no more excuses. And when you do work on the first two, the commitment comes. So those are the three key things for success. And in terms of working on your self-image, one, you got to really start embracing your potential. You are truly sitting on a shitload of talent and capability, excuse my swearing, but you are, and that's something I'm passionate about. You are not lacking. You are never lacking talent and capability. You're sitting on so much. It's truly staggering. You've got to embrace, in terms of your self-image, you've got to embrace that potential. Secondly, you've got to forgive whatever needs to be forgiven in your past, including yourself. And that was one of my biggest ahas. I was pissed off at myself that I hadn't succeeded as an entrepreneur. And I realized, you know what? I've got to forgive myself. Like, Sandy, it's okay. I was trying hard. It was never a lack of work effort. So it's okay. I was trying. I was well-intentioned. It's okay. Forgive yourself. You're moving on now. The future is bright, brilliant, extraordinary, magical. Who cares about the past? And that's so important for all of us. The past has no bearing on the future unless you let it. So forgiveness, absolutely crucial. And then for self-image, you want to start creating and imagining what are the traits, the characteristics of the person you do want to be, and start envisioning those. Do I want to be, one of these confident people stepping up on stage and doing public speaking? Do I want to walk tall and confidently and speak with ease when I'm talking to prospects or whatever? Do I want to have a love and a passion for everyone I meet? Is that the kind of self-image I want? You've got to start creating the self-image of the person you want to be to achieve at the level you want to achieve. Because one of the things we teach in our self-image course is that your self-image, you know what the interesting thing is, Kevin, your self-image, my original self-image, every one of our self-images isn't our own programming. We were all programmed, usually by well-intentioned people, but we were all programmed from birth onwards by our parents, our teachers, our coaches, our community leaders, our religious leaders, friends, colleagues, right? All that programming, just their messaging over time, we took in and put on like a coat, never took it off, as our own self-image. So your self-image is not your programming. And too often our self-image, as I said earlier, our self-image is actually not lined up with who and what we are at our core, our unique talents and gifts that we all have. So you got to shift that self-image to represent your own programming, who you really are. And that's the last part of creating the self-image.
And I'm also curious. Rutherford says the greatest aspect of her job is when she gets to witness those she coaches have their personal aha moment of success and take control of their own destiny.
Oh my gosh. Well, I think one of my fortes is I so believe in people. I love people. I love seeing what they're capable of, and they're capable of anything. So I know that anyone I'm working with is capable of the moon. I know that with every cell in my being. We don't know that about ourselves, but other people see in us what we fail to see. And I love seeing the potential and the capability, the talents and the gifts of people I work with. And then as people are immersing into this journey, and I don't sell programs, I sell a journey. If you want to journey with us, roll up your sleeves. We're going to roll up our sleeves with you, and arm in arm, we're going to move through this life-changing material in a phenomenally positive environment and show you how to make things happen. Show you how to master dream goal achievement. And seeing people raise themselves up, because they're doing the work. We're providing the environment and the material, but they're doing the work. And to see people moving through this and raising themselves up, that they're taller, more confident, they believe more, they achieve more. It's the most magnificent feeling in the world. And that's why Bob Proctor calls this industry the best industry in the world, because of what we get to do. We get to show people how to transform and achieve where they previously didn't ever think they would be able to.
And I'm also fascinated to get your perspective on how we increase opportunities from an employment perspective, particularly for women and then individuals with disabilities as well.
Well, you know what? I saw that in the questions you sent me, and I thought I wouldn't differentiate women. I would say for anyone, whether you're talking about women, whether you're talking about people with disabilities, ethnicities, or minorities, sexual preferences, doesn't matter. I think the organization that focuses on supporting their people to bring out the best, to be the best they can be of themselves. And you know what the beautiful truth about that is, Kevin? There is no best, because there's no limit to what we're capable of. So if you, the key to creating opportunity for everyone is to support everyone in their personal growth and development, powerful personal development, to keep bringing out more and more of these talents. Because any organization is sitting on gold mines of talent. They're just not allowing it to come out in their people. So regardless of ethnicity, gender, disability, it doesn't matter. Support, because every one of us, no matter any of that, is capable of so much more. We're still scratching the surface. So the key is for any organization to focus on supporting their employees to bring out more and more of those gifts and talents. And I'm going to tell you, if that was your focus, like I know businesses are in business to serve a client, of course, to serve clients. But who does the servicing of the clients? Your people. So if you focus on your people and allowing them, supporting them, encouraging them, empowering them to be the best version of themselves, which again, there's no best, it just keeps getting better and better, you will have such a magical and extraordinary organization that will be delivering to the clients, delivering phenomenal service to the clients. You will be engendering loyalty. Imagine working for an organization that keeps wanting you to be better, keeps supporting you to be better and grow and achieve and bring out more talent and more joy and happiness as a result. That engenders loyalty. That would be a magical organization to belong to. That's what I think the key is. Support that journey for your people.
And then my final question for you is, living in this coronavirus time, I'm wondering if you can close by giving our viewers words of encouragement or inspiration on how to best navigate this time. And just finally, if people are interested in connecting with RF Success Academy, how do they do that?
Sure. So these times, there's no question that in this COVID environment, it's been very challenging. But I think the key thing here is, first of all, mindset helps, right? If you have a mindset of not being dragged down by a worldwide lower vibration as all the fears and the doubts and the worries came up, that was a whole energy you felt worldwide when we first kind of went big time into this COVID chapter. And that's a negative vibration. So to understand that you do have choice. You can choose to spin it positively instead of negatively. And some people would say, well, how the heck do I do that? I can't work anymore. I maybe can't even pay my bills. But I got to tell you something. There's so much opportunity still out there. It's just different in many respects. And you are still sitting on a gold mine of talent, giftedness, capability. It's staggering how much you're sitting on within yourself. And it's staggering how much opportunity is still there. So one of the mottos I kind of came up for me as we were going through this is forgive, be grateful, and create. Forgive, again, forgiveness is crucial just to lift you out of if you resent or are not forgiving, it's like an anchor. So you want to throw off the anchor. So just, forgive there's no blame around COVID. It just is, it's happening right now. We need to deal with it positively. So forgive, including yourself, that you're not where you thought you'd be. Forgive, okay? Be grateful. Forgiveness and gratitude shift you to a very positive vibration. So be grateful for what you do have. Find it. There's always something to celebrate. And that my clients hear me say that all the time. There's always something to celebrate. What are we celebrating today? Always something to celebrate. So forgive, be grateful, find what you can celebrate, and then create. Think openly. How can I serve better? How can I serve differently that will help? People need more than ever before. People need more than ever before in this environment. How can you help? How can you help? How can you serve? Create. It's a beautiful opportunity to create something new. And I encourage everyone to do that. Everyone. There's something for everyone out there, including you, who's ever listening today or on the recording of this. There's something for you too. Know that, trust that, find that, forgive, be grateful, and create. And you will find magic. And if you do want us to help you, you can go to RF, as in Frank, rfsuccessacademy.com. And there's a book a call with us button on there. So you can absolutely just hit that and we will respond to you and connect with you. You can also just reach out to me at my email, UB as in Bob, C as in Charlie, ubc.rutherford@gmail.com. You can just reach me directly if you'd like to do that. I'm happy to chat and see how we can help. You know what? I'll just leave you with this. Our motto is together we thrive, because we are way better together. We are way stronger together. Together we truly thrive. Don't do it alone. You don't have to do it alone. It's better together.
Sandy, I want to thank you for participating in this wide-ranging discussion on how to maximize our true selves this afternoon. It was lovely to be with you, and thanks for your time this afternoon.
Kevin, thank you so much. It's been a real pleasure and privilege speaking with you today. Thanks for being part of this conversation.